that wall. And in closing, obviously, guys, there is a lot to jiu-jitsu, right? And you can't learn it overnight. And there's lots of analogies about it. And my favorite one that I made up is an analogy. Learning this is like learning a language. You cannot learn it overnight. Even if you are a language polymath who's good at languages, it still is going to be months and years until you can speak it and think in it and understand nuances and colloquial speech as opposed to reading. And all that is just like a language. And at first you do a lot of memorization. And you remember a phrase. You can make it even sound like you speak it. Because you say something, it sounds like I'm speaking it. But really I'm just mimicking it. Because you know when you're speaking it, when you're thinking in it. And that's when this thing has you. And you know the jiu-jitsu, right? Is when you start thinking in the language of it. Okay, so first of all, and the black belt is based on fundamental mastery. And when one arrives at that point where they are fluent in the language of jiu-jitsu, then it all starts. That's when it really begins. So, in some ways, the belts, there's a pro and a con, right? Because in some ways they're ridiculous. And it can be used as a structural hierarchy and a carrot, and it's good for kids' classes and all that stuff. But then there are martial arts, particularly combat sports, which have no belts. Because the only thing that matters is how well you fight, not what color is your belt. So we have that aspect of it. But the belt is also a good marker of where you are in that mastery of the language of the jiu-jitsu. And each belt you get, you should start all over as if you know nothing again. Relearn the art. And each stripe you get as a black belt, it behooves you to empty your cup and begin again as a white belt. It's almost like you erase it all and start fresh. And then you find nuance and things that you thought you knew that you completely missed. Congratulations.